culture. That's what the Edomites do. And what do the scriptures say? Let me get that real quick. This is let me see. Proverbs 3:31. Envy not the oppressor. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Yeah, the scriptures say to not choose the way of our oppressors, man. All right, and what, man? Jake does just that. Okay, they choose the way of the Edomites. All right, which the way of the Edomites is everything adverse to the Lord. All right, the scriptures say that their working is as like coming after the working of Satan. All right, and yeah, and the scriptures call the Edomites, they say that they are as death, And what is black culture and Latino culture, Spanish culture, whatever, because, Spanish means you're from Spain, but that's what they call it, is death, man. It's everything adverse to the Lord. It's everything we're not supposed to be doing, okay? Because, as an Israelite man, our duty is right here. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12. And verse 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right? This is what we're supposed to be doing. Okay? Serving the Lord. Praying, reading, studying, feeding his sheep. Okay? Praying without ceasing. Doing that which is pleasing to the Lord. Okay? Our culture isn't rap music. All right, it isn't mumble rap. That's not our culture. Our culture is not hating each other. Okay, because what a lot of people don't realize is that those things that we do, those things, that Jake Salakia, those things that 2/3 of our people do, that's a curse. It's a curse to hate your brother. When you look at these other nations, they don't treat each other like how Jake treats each other. They don't have an evil eye towards their brother. Let me get that real quick in the book of Deuteronomy. Because that's a curse, And especially, for newer Akim, that are really, really new and have never, read the scripts before or know anything about the Bible. You might just be coming in just finding out your nationality, Well, it's a curse to hate your brother. That's not a normal thing, But amongst growing up, before we were quickened by the Spirit, which the Lord, before the Lord bestowed this truth, allowed us to receive this truth, we looked at those things as life. All right. But, coming upon, once the Lord opens your eyes, and brings you back to life. All right. Brings you to life, if you will. Brings you back to life. You learn that the way that we were living, it wasn't living. It was dying. It was death. Okay. Slovakia. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I believe it's in. Here it is. Deuteronomy 28:54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. It's a curse to hate your own people, man. All right. You got the you got the northern and southern kingdom beef. And I'm talking about, right now, about, and, these times, some, of course, it's not as bad as it used to be, but, you got, so-called Negroes and so-called Latinos, hating each other. And for what? What have we never did anything to each other. All right. We don't have any reason to hate each other. We're the same nation of people, man. We come from the same man. We come from a man, his name is Israel. All right. His name was Jacob, but his name was later changed to Israel, which in the Hebrew it's Yashar Allah, which means he's the prince of the power. All right, he's the prince of God. Okay, we're the same nation. All right, and pretty much, Salaki, I was gonna get another precept in the book of. So basically, though, the number one thing I was trying to, bring out is that, Salakia, is that 2/3 of our people do everything adverse to the Lord, and like we read in Proverbs where it says to not envy your oppressor, okay? Because and to choose none of his ways, because that's exactly what 2/3 of our people do. They do Because pretty much, black, so-called black culture, so-called Latino culture is really Edomite culture, man. All right? Because the Edomites were made, right? They are adverse to the Lord, and black culture and Latino culture is adverse to the Lord. It's adverse to the Heavenly Father because it's adverse to His law, statutes, and commandments. All right? It's adverse to our actual lifestyle. The lifestyle that we're supposed to live is not in those cultures, all right? Which those cultures will of course, one day, not exist, when the kingdom of heaven is ushered in, because, America's going to be destroyed, and those things are going to be destroyed with it, man. All right? That culture of death, man. Because our culture is really to live, all right? Our culture is our heritage is our way of life is to serve the Lord, all right? And to do what He commanded us, okay? I'm going to get a quick precept. Joshua 1:7. Salakia 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Exactly. All right, because these scriptures, right? These words are the spirit that makes you alive, that brings forth life, right? Well, you can't have these scripts in your mind and live a lifestyle of so-called Latino culture, so-called black culture, or to live the ways of this world, because this book, all right, it teaches you life, it teaches you righteousness, it teaches you how to please the Lord. Well, the ways of this world are completely against that, are completely adverse, man. Which is what our people decide to follow, wickedness. Okay? Now, let me see if I have any more precepts. I believe I did. Oh yeah, Salakia. This is the final. I think this is the last precept I'm gonna bring out. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 7. Let me see. Here we go. Salakia. Yeah. Well, basically, because going into basically, speaking on how right now 2/3 of our people are following after a culture of death. Well, the Lord told us that, that already told us, what our way of life is supposed to be, and it's in the scriptures, man. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 7. Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. Salakia. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when He separated the sons of Adam, He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is His people. Jacob is the lot of His inheritance. Okay? Exactly. So we are the Lord's chosen people. The lot of an Israelite is to be a servant of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. All right? That's our lot. Our lot is to be righteous people. All right? Our lot is not to be niggas and spicks, man, and Indians, all right? That's not our lot, okay? We're supposed to be, righteous, a nation of kings and priests, okay? Not, gang bangers, not gang members, not, potheads, weed heads, whatever, not crackheads, not thieves, all right? That's not our lot, okay? Our lot is to be a righteous people, all right? And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the priests. Oh, actually, I'm gonna pull out one more real quick. All right, just going in on that point, another basic, and I seem to be bringing this out, quite a bit when speaking about our, the nation of Israel, because we are a holy people, man. This is Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy power. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy power, hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Exactly, all right? Our lot is to be better than these other people, all right? But when you notice, when you really take a look, 2/3 of our people are not doing that, all right? The only people who are, trying to be better are, the hopeful elect, all right? 2/3 of our people, they want to continue in the culture of death, all right? But, we need to, continue on doing what we're doing, all right? Continuing to have faith in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. But, the point pretty much was made, where, the ways of this, the ways of this society, the ways of how 2/3 of our people go, that whole black culture thing is nothing more than wickedness, man. And Latino culture or whatever, Spanish culture, so-called, black culture, so-called, that is a way of death, man. All right? Like the scriptures, like we read in Jeremiah, the 4th chapter. All right? That our people are wise to do evil. Okay? But just so that all right, for you sincere brothers out there, that, our lot is not who we're supposed to be, all right? We're supposed to be a righteous people, all right? That's our true culture, is being righteous, all right? That's our true culture, all right? And so pretty much that was it. Lord willing, this video was edifying, all right? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Rakah Kodash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the men who rule well, and a sincere Shalom Barakim to the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, Shalom.